Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. The creator and lead actress of Star Wars The Acolyte were right. It is the gayest show ever. We're used to television shows and other entertainment mediums using dads as punching bags, but this is next level. Fathers tend to be shown as dumb oafs, led around by their much more attractive and intelligent wives, and as needing their kids to bring them into the 21st century. Well, now shows like The Acolyte are just removing dad from the home altogether, in the same way the welfare state did, so I guess art is just mirroring the trajectory of life. And when I say that dad has been removed altogether, I don't mean in the sense that single motherhood has been glamorized, where tragedy to be mourned is now turned into the ultimate symbol of girl bossery to be aspired to. Because even with that, you know there has to be a dad somewhere in the background, whether he's a deadbeat dad or a good dad getting a raw deal from his ex or an unnamed sperm donor. At least he exists. But in this new Star Wars spin-off, Episode 3 introduces a space race of lesbian witches who create new life together by utilizing the Force, meaning that they don't need no man. Watch.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
It's so disgusting and cringy that any suspension of disbelief required to watch fiction can't survive it. And before anyone tries to counter-argue with, well, what's the big deal with women getting to be the ultimate creator instead of your Christian male god? Isn't it practically the same thing? Let me just stop you right there. Now, I'm no theologian, and so take this all with a grain of salt and ask your own spiritual advisor or pastor for clarification. But I want to take a stab at the counter-argument to the best of my ability. God, as we understand him in the Christian sense, transcends our human limitations and is both male and female within himself. And since these are a part of himself, he can gift them to us, making us male and female in his ultimate image. But before you start accusing me of sounding like a kooky, mystical lefty, I'm not therefore saying that God is a woman or can be referred to as such, or that he's some weird yin and yang blend of male and female, like an androgynous, non-binary guy. Because Christ, the God-man incarnate, only begotten of the Father, and who is also one with the Father in the Holy Trinity, explicitly condescended to become man and not woman. He was born of woman but was not woman, though he again transcends both to be the eternal I am who am. But in relation to us humans, God is always male, for he always gives and we always receive from him. And like the symbolism of the female body, all humans receive God, we are changed by him interiorly, and then we birth that newness back into the world by acting in his love. Our God makes special room for the beauty found in both femininity and masculinity without losing his essence as male in relation to us. He taught us to pray the Our Father, not the Our Mother, for a reason. It is a beautiful complementary system shown in the book of Genesis, where God takes of Adam's rib to fashion Eve. As St. Thomas Aquinas reasons, because man and woman are equal in dignity, though not in every duty or responsibility. And so God did not take from Adam's head to make Eve above him, nor did he take from Adam's lower body to make Eve below him. And then the two are asked to become one single flesh to bring forward new life in imitation of the Trinity and the Holy Family yet to come in Nazareth. That is leagues different than a bunch of man-hating, woke scriptwriters making up lesbian space witches to circumvent entirely the need for men in a properly functioning universe. The former comes from a place of God's love, giving equal due to both man and woman, whereas the latter is just hate and spite for men and for fathers, more specifically. And what a time to release this episode right before Father's Day weekend. Perhaps that was intentional.